Big O Show. This is the 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 Big O Show.
There's just one place to get our lowest payment on the new 2025 Acura Integra, $289 a month. It's the Season of Performance event at Acura of Pembroke Pines, #1 in the USA.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
There's just one place to get our lowest payment on the new 2024 Acura ZDX, $299 a month. It's the Season of Performance event at Acura of Pembroke Pines, #1 in the USA.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework, talk to a professional, and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments, and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show.
Crypto Bro. This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugari.
All right. Volatility creates opportunity. And this is one of those things that those of us that have been in on it for a while, we get it. We understand it. We know where it's going. We understand the environment around us and everything. And so we look at these dips like we have right now, and you look at the Bitcoin market right now and where we're at. Here's where we're sitting, ladies and gentlemen. We are sitting at $92,566. And this, do you think it's going to go to 100? I know it's going to go way past 100. I think it'll be at 250 in June. Okay. I told you to be 100 by the end of this year, and we still have a month to go. It'll cross. I'm not worried about. See, the problem is every time there's some kind of a little correction, okay, there's panic that sets in for something. Not for me. I would believe most of you that are watching this, the newbies, and maybe some of the people that aren't really, haven't got on it yet. Okay, you're the ones questioning it, and I did something on my daily show for fun. In the last dip that we were at, that we were stuck between, it went all the way to 49 at one point, but it was really in the 50 something area. It was like in the 55 all the way up to like 68, 69, 70, 71 even we hit a couple times. It was once we went to 73, and then it went right back down, and there was that correction for 7 months, I believe, 6, 7 months, something like that. Panic set in. The greed meter was all the way down, and people were panicking, and I was smiling and laughing and saying, accumulation time. That's what this is, accumulation time. This is my opportunity, because you're not getting Bitcoin at that price, are you? No, it's at 92 now. So you're done with the 60s and the 50s and the 70s, I believe. You're done with all of that. Once we cross into the hundreds and all of that, the volatility of the past cycles are gone. Gone. Okay? There is a transition that is happening now, and we're going to explain right now what's going on, because this is a great day to talk about this, and it gives you more perspective of what's going on. There's a changing of the guards, ladies and gentlemen. When Bitcoin went to 63 the original time, a couple years back, it was carried by retail. It wasn't carried by corporations. It wasn't carried by financial institutions. It wasn't carried by countries. It wasn't carried by pensions and cities and states. All the different things that are coming into it now with Bitcoin. There were no ETFs. We didn't have any of that. We didn't have any kind of action in the stock market. Now we've got everything going on. All kinds of different elements to Bitcoin in the stock market. And growing and adding more and more and more. So the difference now is enormous. And this is a great example of one of the things that is in the news right now. And it's going on. And let's talk a little bit about it, because when you see that, what's it called? When you see that it's dipping, you ask yourself, well, wait a minute, what's going on? Why are we dipping? What's the reason for the dip? Well, let's give you the reason why we have a dip right now. And it's called long-term holders. They're taking profits. There's a changing of the guards. Change is a coming. Okay? Was it Percy Sledge that sung that? I think it was. Greta Van Fleet, by the way, did a remake of it. Change is a coming, and they did a very good job with it. But long-term holders right now, and look at that graph right now, have offloaded 728,000 Bitcoin in the past 30 days. Don't worry, Michael Saylor bought 55,000. So, just by himself. But in the past 30 days, okay, all right, in the past 30 days, everyone else, all the ETFs and everything, have bought more. But long-term holders offloading a lot. That's you and me. And this is the changing of the guards that I'm talking about. You and I have carried Bitcoin for 15 years. Okay? I've been in the game only 5, but some of you have been in the game longer. Some of you have been in the game all the way back in the day. Okay? So the average person carried Bitcoin. That is done. So now the institutional money's coming in, the corporate money's coming in, the state money is coming in, the country money's coming in. That stuff is not going to sell. They buy and they hold. You and I, at one point, I'll sell and pay some bills. Some of you will sell and buy a car, buy a house, buy a condo. Don't buy a condo in Florida. But you know what I'm saying? You're going to do something with that money. You're going to pay for your kids' college fund. Maybe you'll pay for a couple of your kids' college funds. Maybe you'll pay for a wedding and a home. Maybe you're a young couple and you invest in some Bitcoin and you're going to let it grow. And then 5-10 years from now, you'll stop renting and you'll purchase a home right off. You'll do something. You'll sell. Guess who's going to be there to scoop it up? Exactly. Michael Saylor will scoop it up. Larry Fink will scoop it up. Okay. ARK Investments is going to scoop it up, and Fidelity is going to scoop it up. And then this country, this pension, that pension, this state. I live in Florida, where this show originates. Well, the CFO of Florida, which, by the way, Trump just hired, the CFO was talking about building a Bitcoin reserve for the state of Florida, which would not surprise me. And you think that's not going to happen in Pennsylvania? You think that's not going to happen in Texas? You think that's not going to happen in Wyoming? Certain states that are already pro-Bitcoin and they're mining and doing all that? Of course. Do you think they're going to sell? Of course not. That's why it's going to soar. But at the same time, volatility is opportunity, baby. And that's what you've got going on right now. Because if you look at the Bitcoin price, you are at 92,409. So the way I look at it is it's going to 100 easy and more. So just at 100, you're almost looking at, right now exactly at 7.5% profit if you buy right now. If you bought a 93 at 7, if you bought a 94 at 6, and so on and so forth. But either way, you're making profit. These are the opportunities we wait for. Because this is where we know, okay, you gave me the 99.7, I believe, 99.6 or something. Okay, so I know you're going to 100 and past that. And I know Michael Saylor's going to buy more. And I know Larry Fink doesn't stop buying. And, so I see what's going on. So it's all right if short-term holders long-term holders now, because a lot of short-term holders were selling during that 7th month, but we were in that zone that we were still up to 73. And those are the people that held throughout the 60s and the 50s. So for them, they needed more than 70. It got to the 90s, and now they took some profits, which God bless them, dude. God bless you. Long-term holder, people like you, let me get something to drink here. People like you, I admire because you held it for a long time and now you're taking your profit. Just had lunch recently. So anyway, So I commend you. You're supposed to do that. We're all going to do that one day. But it's an opportunity now because Bitcoin gave you its last line in the sand. And every time it makes that line in the sand, what does it do? It crosses that line in the sand. Those of us that have been in it, like I have, either 5 years or longer, when you went to 63.7 and then you dropped all the way to 16.5, I never panicked at any point. We weren't doing the Crypto Bro Show, but I do my daily show every day, my general talk, sports talk, guy talk type of show. And obviously we talk a lot of local sports and things like that, but I've been talking Bitcoin for 5 years now. And during that time, I was loving life. I was like a kid at a candy store. You're telling me I'm going to buy Bitcoin now at 16 and at 16.5 and at 17, at 17.5 and at 18, at 18.5 and 19. And I bought it on the way down at that price too. So then on the way down, on the way up, and all that whole time for consolidation was just a blessing. And for you newbies, this is your blessing. You're not going to get 7% from your bank ever. You're not getting it from your money market accounts. So here it is. Here's the gift for you. Take advantage. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you look at it, and right now, this is a great opportunity, folks. You've got Bitcoin sitting there at 92,639. You've got about 7.5% to get to 100. I don't know how many investments, and it's going to pass 100. So you're going to start making even more and even more and even more. But that's the beauty. And the next time it pumps to 115, 123, or 131, it will then what? It'll have some consolidation. And when it comes back and it retraces back a few thousand, that's your opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Let me pick up an extra few more percent. That's how the game is played. These things don't think, as long as you're like me and you're thinking past 2030, I believe it'll be way past $1 million at that point. The corporate greed and the country greed has not set in yet. Trump lit the fire. He lit the fire. Again, I don't play politics here. I don't care about either side. I only care about what benefits us, right? This is what we're doing. We're all investing. I'm talking about what's going to help us. So I don't care if it's a donkey or an elephant. I don't care if it's red. I don't care if it's blue. I'm just going to tell you what affects you, good or bad. That's my job. That's how I'm going to look at my investments, and that's how you should look at your investments. It's not about the politics. We got to put that out. It's about our pockets. That's what this whole show is all about, okay? So he started the fire by saying, Cynthia Lummis started the fire because she's the one that came up with the idea of the Bitcoin Reserve with Tom Emmert and McHenry and those Republicans, okay? And then when Trump now, got back in, he obviously was convinced about Bitcoin, and then he got on board and backed it up. So now we have something very interesting developing, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going on in Brazil. Yeah, Brazil. Let me bring up the I mean, it's not that you're going to read it because it's in Portuguese. So, I'm Hispanic and I'm going to struggle with some of it. I can kind of understand a little bit of it, but a member of and let me just in case some of you do understand Portuguese or whatever, we'll put it out there for you. But a member of Brazil's Chamber of Deputies, Eros Biondini, introduced a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill The bill proposes to allocate up to 5% of international reserves to Bitcoin, which could see them buying up to $3 billion of Bitcoin. England's going to do it. Germany, I mean, those idiots sold, but they've already got somebody in parliament talking about a Bitcoin reserve, about buying Bitcoin. Russia's going to do it, and China's going to do it, and Japan's going to do it, and US is going to do it, and eventually, I don't know, Trudeau's kind of a moron, but maybe he'll do it. Mexico will end up doing it. All of Central America, after watching El Salvador do what they're doing, I don't know how Central and South America isn't getting on board already as it is. That man has changed everything in that country thanks to cleaning up the crime and Bitcoin. And that you think it stops with Brazil and the US and maybe Germany now that's going to get on board and El Salvador and no, dude, million Argentina's going to do it and it's going to go. And what do you think that's going to do to the price? This is why you and I, those of us that actually get this, we can't be tied up with the stinking minutia of the day, of the week, of the month of Bitcoin. We know where it's going. So now when an opportunity comes and there's a 5, a 6, a 7, a 10, a 15% dip, a 20, a 25, God bless you. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it. It's a beautiful thing. Is that what you want to do? Well, then guess what? I'm on board. I'm all on board. And right now, with long-term holders selling, thank you. You had your round. You probably bought it at $100 or $1,000 or $30,000. God bless you. However long you held it, and you got a bunch of it, and you need to cash out. God bless you. Now you gave me an opportunity to pick up an extra 7% here. I don't care that I bought it at 16 and at 26 and at 46. I'll keep buying. I'm not going to stop. People that are richer, more powerful than me, and a hell of a lot smarter than I ever will be are buying. Michael Saylor just bought 55,000 Bitcoin yesterday for $5.4 billion. Guy's not worried about it. You think I am? No, I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, it's ride this wave, man. Ride this wave. Right now, the crypto market is over $3 trillion at $3.18 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 57.9%, almost 58. And I still think that number may climb a little bit. And then eventually we'll have our full, run with altcoins. Because at one point, some of this selling off from some of the long-term holders and others, they might be just altering some of it into altcoins, because altcoins now are about to blow up and you can make more money in the short term with altcoins. Bitcoin is more of a long-term play that you make because it will go up perpetually. Okay. And my opinion and my opinion only, and of course, that's all this is for entertainment and information purposes and my crazy predictions. And I told you that Bitcoin would be at 100,000 by the end of the year. It's going to hit it. I'm sure of that already. I'm sure it'll be 250 by June of 2025. Okay. And I am sure it'll be 1.5 million by 2030. Okay. I think there's going to be an acceleration of Bitcoin like we've never seen. I also believe we are headed for a super cycle with Bitcoin because we're not going to have those every 4 years and 50 and 60% corrections and all that. Those days are over because retail is the weaker sister now. And when these countries buy it up as reserve, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So that's the key. And then when you see BlackRock and you see Michael Saylor, and those people are holding forever. So the price is going to climb to kingdom come. This is the way we have to look at it. And that's why For me, I am not looking like I know this guy now that I talked to recently. He bought at 70 and had to stop sell at 95. So that means he lost out. And he goes, no, it'll come back to 70 after. And it's not going to correct. That was his last chance. He bought it at 70 and he's going to regret that for the rest of his life. If he's a trader, in the end, he won't care because he made the trade. But if he is a investor, he will hate the fact that he sold it at 70, at 95, and made just a 25 off of it. And okay, you made your profit and you made a nice profit, but you could have made a hell of a lot more. You wait a couple months and it's easily at 140 and you're doubling your money. I'm just saying, it all depends on the attitude you have, and then that will strengthen the way you invest. And it'll also make you much more profitable if you take some of the steps that I'm telling you to take. By the way, outside of the obvious one in Bitcoin and talking about the dominance, and Ethereum, by the way, is at 12.57. Ethereum eventually will have its pop. Okay. I know that right now it's kind of stuck in that 3,000 zone, and it's up to 3,300 right now. And it was at 3,400. This thing is going to climb to $10,000, I think, in this bull run when it's all said and done. It's a red day today in the crypto market, but SUI is still up 6%. Phantom, by the way, has had one hell of a comeback, 8%. Say, I have a lot of Sailor. So I need Say to start moving. Say's moving today, 11%. Algorand lost all their total value locked, and they had a lot of stuff go on with them, and they dropped drastically. Now they have climbed massively, and they're up again today, 4.5%. Vanar Chain, which I'm an investor in, so I will tell you ahead of time, they're up 10%. And Vanar Chain has been absolutely killing it, man. They got to deal with Google Play. They're going to have gaming on phones and everything. I like Vanar Chain. That's one that I've been in since it was like at 5 cents, and now it's at 13. So it's nice to see on a red day today in the market that there are some things that are moving. All right, let's get to some of the other news in crypto. First of all, Rumble. Again, corporations, countries, cities, they intend to allocate $20 million for Bitcoin now. They're gonna start adopting the MicroStrategy approach to all of this, and start adding to their bottom line too. Wisdom Tree registers an XRP ETF in Delaware. So the SEC, you're going to see once the regulations kick in, the Ethereum ETF blow up, the Solana ETF blow up, and then XRP will be the next one after that. So those of you that invested in XRP, expect bigger and brighter days down the line. No Gary Gensler and everyone hired in the Trump administration. Again, I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. I spent years. I'm tired of either one. They're going to, kill the dollar. They're going to print like crazy. They both do it. Both sides do it. So I don't care about either side. I just care about you and me. Okay. Trump has hired everybody he's hired is Bitcoin Pro. Pretty much everybody he's hired owns Bitcoin. Super pro Bitcoin. So Wisdom Tree, they know what's coming. They understand that the regulations are coming and they're going to be in favor of crypto. It's awesome. It's awesome for us investors. Okay. I'm just telling you, I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about what's going to happen personally and this, that, or whatever. I am just strictly talking our department here. This is the Crypto Bro Show. How will it affect crypto, the blockchain, DeFi, your cold storage wallets, all of those kind of things? Okay, this is what we talk about here. Not about either side. We don't care. We just want to know Who's helping us? Who's hurting us? That's it. Gensler was hurting us. That's what we know, right? Big time for the last 4 years. Hashdex updated its S1 for NASDAQ Crypto Index US ETF, focusing on Bitcoin and Ether. They know regulations are coming. Okay? Donald Trump holds 5.4 million in crypto, including Ethereum and wrapped Ethereum. Okay? Again, not worried about any of that. The Sui network to enable Bitcoin staking via Babylon in December, introducing Bitcoin for DeFi use and unlocking 1.8 trillion Bitcoin liquidity. And Bitcoin and DeFi is going to be all over the place. Cardano, Sui, you name it. All these chains are going to be able to do it because Bitcoin's going to do it all over the place. That's why the sad news for Cardano and you Cardano holders, the government did not consider them for that. I think it's Hedera that got the go ahead, but what's it called? Tezos got thrown to the side. Cardano got thrown to the side. What's it called? Charles went on a rant and everything. He is pissed about it. So a lot of the pump that Cardano had, it may hurt them. And one of the things I told you, remember, I explained it in the last Crypto Bro Show. There was a lot of buying of Cardano starting in that 90 cents area to about $1.20, $1.21. So there's going to be a lot of volatility there. And I could think it might extend into the 130s and 140s because those people might wait till they're just out of it to take some profit and then climb. So I think the next 60 cents, because it's back down to 90, right? Somewhere around there. The next 60 cents for Cardano may be very volatile. Now, if it blows through those 60 cents, oh man, Cardano, I've got my bag. You're going to, it's going to be amazing. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with all of that. Publicly traded Jiva Technology adopts Bitcoin treasury strategy. Are you catching on? So I'm trying to tell you all this on a day where there's negativity, because there's really not negativity. This is opportunity. It's not negativity. So I just want to kind of explain what's going on. It's not something that you should ever get disappointed about, because you've got people that are doing things that are crazy. MicroStrategy's treasury operations delivers 35.2% Bitcoin yield, netting $8.2 billion this quarter. They're like making $500 million a day. Actually, no, it's really $146 million per day only. No, but I'm just saying, that's why I wanted to throw it out there. $146 million per day they're making. MicroStrategy. That is just awesome, man. Awesome. What MicroStrategy is doing for us is ridiculous. Okay? Just absolutely ridiculous. Morocco will officially lift its 2017 ban and legalize cryptocurrencies. Morocco's central bank is finalizing a crypto regulation law despite a 2017 ban and ongoing underground use. Bank Al Maghri governor at the Rabat press conference, or Rabat. Not exactly sure how it's pronounced. Remember, folks, you can make a donation to the program, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation, and you can use those QR codes there for Cash App or Venmo. And for those of you that are out of town, we also have PayPal. You can use the QR code to make a donation through PayPal, as always, and we appreciate it immensely. R&M Contractors is a proud sponsor of our program. Ray and Mike do an excellent job. 305-345-3649. complete remodel, full blown out everything, dude. Kitchen upgrades, appliances, floor restoration, drywall level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike. Big Dolphin fans, big Bitcoin guys too. 305-345-3649. Ray's like a big Bitcoin guy, Ethereum, XRP, Solana. So he's like me. He's all over the place, but we thank the great people at R&M Contractors. So a lot of other things going on that we can talk about too in the happenings. The UK to officially regulate crypto industry by 2026. A little slow for my part, I would think you would do it by 2025. That's the beauty of what's about to happen now. If Kamala would have taken over, they would have dragged the whole regulations thing. She never really showed any real love to the crypto industry. She only did this half-ass approach to Black Americans, black men. If you're crypto holders, this, that. And it's like, yo, crypto holders are everybody. You know what I mean? But she was losing ground with black men to Trump. So that's why she did a political ploy. But Trump's the guy that came out and said, we'll protect your rights for Bitcoin. We're going to fire Gary Gensler, all those kind of things. And we're going to have a Bitcoin reserve, all of that. She never made any declarations for anything. She never tried to win our community over in any way possible. And that hurt. And I see this, and it reminds me of what would have happened if Kamala wins. It would have dragged on through 2025 up to 2026. Maybe Gary Gensler would still be regulating through enforcement and all those kind of things that he was doing. Just dirty shit that he's been doing the entire time. And that's the kind of stuff that we have to eliminate, So I'm glad that we're actually getting, some stuff done here when it comes to some progress, overall with crypto. But again, that shows you that England is going to turn the corner too when it comes, because they have no choice. Now, why crypto is, and why Bitcoin specifically is so much better than anything else that's out there, including gold. And we always get the gold heads. And the gold heads, usually they're old heads. And I can say that because I'm an old guy. So I can pick on people my age or older because, I'm pushing 60 myself. I'm 58, okay? So, I can't even talk crypto most of the time with people my age. They're like scared shitless of crypto. They have no idea. They think it's a game. It's a scam. All the crap that people have filled them up with. You know what I'm saying? And the gold heads are usually people that are older. And Chinese geologists now discovered 1,000 tons of gold. That's an extra 0.5% added to the gold supply of the world. What do you think that does? That's like the money printer that devalues gold. And that's the problem with gold. You're going to be able to mine more and more gold every single day. You're going to keep finding gold somewhere. And we're now traveling to space, and we want to go colonize Mars, which is probably the next thing. And knowing Musk, he'll get there pretty soon. And guess what they'll start doing? And they'll start working on that planet and mining there. And how do you know they're not going to find a bunch of gold there? There's only 21 million Bitcoin. That's it. Once that's mined, it is over. It's over. Okay? By the way, in this dip, $180 million was wiped out of the crypto markets. So that's why we've got this dip. Okay? That's why we've got this beautiful dip, overall. Now, while we have this dip going on, we do have friends. We have friends in high places, ladies and gentlemen. And his name is Larry Fink. Why? Because BlackRock on Monday and Fidelity on Monday did a combined $4.37 billion of trading volume. And it was a red day, but we still have them working for us. And they're buying way more Bitcoin than can be mined on a daily basis. Remember, this is the only bull run in crypto history where the reserves are going down. It's always been on the uprise because you could never buy, retail can't buy the amount that was already out there and being mined every day. Now that mining number has gone down per day because it's down to 450, and you've got corporates and countries and so on and so forth buying up all the Bitcoin. So it's not just you and me anymore. This is as beautiful as it gets. And so we thank BlackRock and Fidelity for continuing to do it, because MicroStrategy yesterday bought $5.4 billion. So if you got BlackRock, Fidelity, and MicroStrategy doing that, that's all you need right there. By the way, BlackRock discussed their holdings. They have 2,140,000 shares of IBIT in its strategy income opportunities portfolio. It's valued at $77 million. It's up significantly from the 88,000 shares reported in June 30th. So these folks are just absolutely killing it. That's why you must take advantage of this and every dip that's out there, because it's a gift, is what it is. Every time is what it becomes, a gift. By the way, on Instagram, Miami Dolphins, Roy360, Pinky, Shirley, Mitch, 876 Greg, Lucy, Commander, Andy, Dave, Turnitz, I think it is. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions, fire away here on the YouTube chat board or on Instagram. Jay says, living in New York State sucks. I have Robinhood and they don't allow any transfers to a cold storage wallet. Yeah, you never buy anywhere. Buy on Coinbase. You can use Coinbase in New York. You can transfer from there to a cold storage wallet. Have you tried using a VPN? Does that help you being able to use maybe another exchange from New York by using a VPN and changing your location? You could try that. They don't allow transfer to cold storage. Even on the Robinhood Run Wallet app, I'm forced to sell off my Robinhood funds. Yeah, folks, when it comes to buying crypto, you do not buy crypto anywhere where it doesn't have a bridge to move to your cold storage wallet. Okay? I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. If they don't have the bridge, don't buy it, because that means you're stuck there. And what happens if that company folds or has some issues or whatever? And not your keys, not your crypto. That's a fact of life. Not your keys, not your crypto. So get yourself a Ledger, a Trezor Z, Trezor Model T, a Tangent wallet, which is very easy to use. There are some great wallets out there to store your coins, but do not keep it on Coinbase. Certainly don't keep it on Robinhood. Don't buy in Robinhood, period. Don't use Robinhood. You can't use these Mickey Mouse places that aren't real crypto places where they understand. Binance, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Kraken, they understand they got to have bridges, and they have bridges for you to move your coins. So if you're buying Ethereum or you're buying Solana or you're buying, Bitcoin, you're able to move it right away. So whatever you're trying to buy, I don't give a shit if it's Neutron or Bonk or whatever it is that you're into, make sure they have a bridge to move. And if they don't have a bridge to move it and you got to keep it on there, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll find somewhere else. I'll use a DeFi platform. That's the other thing you guys can use, like a Uniswap or something like that, a Pancake Swap, anything like that. You can use those DeFi platforms so you can buy practically any coin you want. That's what you do. And you could tie it to your wallet and boom, and move it right into your cold storage wallet. So do that. Don't ever use Robinhood like this gentleman unfortunately has to use. Correct me if I'm wrong, can't use VPN. Why? Have you tried it? Have you tried using a VPN? I don't know. Maybe somebody can talk about it in New York that they've tried to use it. See, I don't have to do it here where I'm at, so I can't talk about it. But you might be able to do it, dude. You know, you start the computer clean, your phone clean, you turn it on and off, and then connect your VPN out of state, right, to a legal state, and then try going into a crypto site and try to do your stuff, because that's how people do it in different countries. They use a VPN. So go on, you know what? Go on YouTube, Reddit or something, and I'm sure you'll see videos or people talking about how to do it. There's got to be a way that you can use something to kind of circumvent that and buy with a VPN or something along those lines. Look it up. But definitely do not do anything more on Robinhood. You should be. I have friends that live in New York. Coinbase is legal there. You should use Coinbase instead. I'm not a big Coinbase fan, but that's one I would use. The only thing, Coinbase, man, has some funky stuff go on with it, especially when there's like these big dips or big, bull run, explosive, banana going, parabolic stuff. All of a sudden, Coinbase stops working. It's the weirdest thing. And I see it happen to people all the time, But anyway, swan.com, by the way, Jay, if you're buying straight up Bitcoin, swan.com and Cash App, excellent ways to buy Bitcoin. And both give you options to be free to move the Bitcoin to your cold storage wallet. I wouldn't buy anything on Robinhood of Bitcoin. I would rather buy it on Cash App or Venmo. Venmo, you can buy Ethereum too and move it to your cold storage wallet also. Just an idea. On Swan, you can do a what's that called? When you purchase, you can do a purchase like every week or every month. You can just set it, recurring purchase or whatever, that kind of stuff. You can do that. So there's some of that also there. You can check that out. All righty, folks. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Thank you. We will probably catch you the next time. Maybe I'm going to do one tomorrow. But if somehow or another we go on some kind of crazy run and we rip to 100,000, I am ready to do a live show. So if you see us pumping and we're starting to get to 100,000, come to the channel, hit the notification bell. You'll know when we go live, but we'll definitely do one and we'll go live next time. If it happens from now till tomorrow, if we start making a run for 100,000. Right now, we are making a run downward. We are now down to 92,000 even. Okay, well, 92,100. So this is 8% now that you can make back. This is getting even better. Even better. This is a sweet break for everybody. Anyway, y'all be good out there. And I hope you make a lot of money. Don't forget to do your homework, okay? We're not financial advisors, never have been, never will be. Seek professional advice if that's what you want, but do your homework.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework. Talk to a professional and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments and only invest what you're willing to lose.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island. Crypto Bros. Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter at Big O Show.